Okay, so for today, July 16th, in one of the two categories that we track, we recorded actually a profit of $1,385. We did 9 trades, that's assuming one contract per trade, and that gave us a net of 67.45 points, $1,349. Okay, so our 9-day average now is 28.5 points. We're averaging $570 a day. Interesting. That covers a lot of the costs that you have, which are minimal actually, but monthly costs for your personal trading plan business. So this is our actual, and then the rest of the 12-month time frame we have been forecasting based on 23 points a day. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to modify that to 28, so it's right in line with what our actual has been. And you can alter this number to decide how many contracts you're willing to trade. You're not starting with 5 contracts, you're starting with 1, and you're growing up into a number that you're going to code here as the maximum number of contracts that you'll trade. And it's all based on something that is at or less than 10% of the value of your account, so the current balance of your account. So maybe you want to trade 3 contracts. That forecasts your income for 12 months to be just over $300,000. If you're willing to trade up to 5 contracts, could be just over 500,000. It'll be whatever it's going to be, but it's going to be based on 2 primary things. What's your actual average, and what are you then inserting as your forecasted average points per day? And then how many total contracts are you willing to trade up to? So pretty happy with that number. That looks really good. We've been pretty consistent in terms of production. We had a couple of losing days, but that's okay. That's all part of the process. Okay, so let's jump back to our trade detail, and we'll take a look at this number. This assumes that we're trading from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, and that we're only taking one of the 3 different methods of entries on the adaptive entry system. We're taking just the trend bias trades, and that we're locking in 10 points when it hits 10 points. So either we're out for 10 points of profit, or we're out for 20 points of loss. So that 10 points is $200 on one contract, or the loss is $400 on one contract, but we win 78% of the time today. So our net positive on 9 trades is 34.25 points. 34.25 points on NQ at $20 a point is a profit of $685. So we're going to jump back to our trading plan. We're going to go to our other category, which is measuring the trend bias, locking in 10. And we're going to go to Thursday here, and we're going to put in our profit of $685. We had 9 trades, and so we come back to our totals here. We're averaging for the first 9 days of tracking this in the live trading room just under 31 points a day. Our forecast for the rest of the 12 months is at 33 points. I'm just going to drop that down to 30 so that it is right in line with our current average. This is a number that you can modify, you can adjust and tweak as your actual average becomes more valid with more days entered. You want your total forecast for the future to be in line with what you're actually doing, because then it gives you a sense that it is realistic. We're averaging about $650 a day. If we continued at the current rate and we forecast out 30 points, so just under what we're actually averaging, if we were to do 3 contracts maximum when we get to that level, then 325,000 is the probable outcome there. So that's the way you track your trades. You look at what your actual performance is. This is all about trading the adaptive entry system using trend bias trades, momentum trades, and consensus trades as they sequence on your chart. And you're just then relying on simple mathematics. If I can do 30 points a day on an average, I've got winning days and losing days, but if my average is 30, and if I forecast out 30 for the rest of the year, then I know I have a reasonable sense of what my income could be over the next 12 months.